Assalamu alaikum, grade 1, and a good afternoon to all of you. How are you all doing? Great? That's very good. Yes, I'm also good, Alhamdulillah. Thank you. So tell me, how many of you have revised the yesterday's lecture? All of you. That's very great. So who is going to tell me what we did in yesterday class? Excellent. We talked about the importance of plants, right? Okay. So tell me why it is important to grow plants. Yes, who is going to tell me why it is important to grow plants? Yes. Okay. Eliza, you tell me. Yes, I'm wearing green. Why? Because we are studying about plants. Okay. So why it is important to grow more plants? To protect our environment. Excellent. To clean our environment. Okay. Then because they provide us oxygen, they give us food, they give us shelter, not only to us, but they are home for humans and animals as well. How they are home for, or how they provide shelter to humans, that we can build houses from that, right? We can build houses from wood, right? Okay. Okay, tell me how many of you plant trees? Yes. I gave you this activity that you are supposed to plant at least one tree in your garden or somewhere else. So, how many of you have done that? Very well done. All of you have done this. And how many of you have ever joined this plantation drives which are being carried out by the government or any other organizations? Yes. Lovely. So tell me, did you guys enjoy that? Great. So make it a habit of yours that plant at least one tree every month at a place, right? You might go to different places with your parents, so you can observe that the places where there are less plants or there is less greenery, you can plant a tree. It can be a fruit tree, it can be a shrub, it can be anything, but it should be a plant, right? You can plant it over there at that area, and if it is closer to your house, you can go and water that plant as well. It would be very good. If not, Allah will help this. Allah will take care of that plant, right? So don't worry about this, but at least plant a tree because it is very important. You have seen that we are under this, now we are suffering a lot due to this global warming, due to this ozone and etc things. And why we are suffering this? Because these things are harming due to the harmful gases which are there in our environment. Yes, these technologies and new things which are helping us in different ways, but they are causing harm to our environment in different ways as well, right? So we should be very careful. And the one thing that we can do to protect our environment is that we can grow more and more plants in it, right? So do your part. Always do your part, right? Okay. So let's quickly revise the importance of plants and then we will be doing the exercise of this chapter, okay? So, why are plants important? Plants make oxygen, right? We get oxygen from the plants. One of the material that plants produce as they make food is oxygen gas, right? And oxygen is very important because if there is no oxygen, there is no life. We cannot breathe, we cannot live without it, right? This oxygen gas, which is an important part of air, is the gas that plants and animals must have in order to stay alive, right? In order to stay alive, in order to breathe, in order to be healthy, we need oxygen. When people breathe, it is the oxygen that we take out of the air to keep our cells and bodies alive. Okay. So this is the one fact about the importance of plants. If we talk about the other facts, plants give or adds beauty to our environment, right? You might have there is a huge difference between an environment or an area where there is more plantation, where there is greenery, where there are flowers, and the area which is just which is their barren land. So there is a huge difference between both of these. So it not adds beauty, it gives us oxygen, it gives us food as well, it gives us shelter. We can make a lot of products through that, like the wood is used for making furniture, for making doors, for making cupboards, for making other different types of things. Now decoration pieces, vases, a lot of things are made, even utensils and other things, right? So wood can be used in different ways than the trees. They're also used for making the pulp is also used for making paper, which is important part of our life, right? Because the whole education depends on papers, right? Then if we talk about the other uses of it, it also gives shelter to different types of animals and birds, and it can become a form of shelter for us that if like people are making houses out of wood. So these are some of the uses, and yes, plants have other great uses in our life as well. Now, I want all of you to open your book, page number 36. This is page number 36. We will be doing the exercise. There are fill in the blanks. So, first, let's read the chapter again, and then we will be solving the fill in the blanks. Okay. Trees and plants are also natural resources. All living things on the ground and in the air need trees and plants. Plants help to clean uh, Plants help to clean and cool the air. Trees and plants provide food for humans and animals that we have discussed. When dead plants rot, they make land more fertile so it can grow more food. Not only the living plant is useful, but even if it is when the plant is dead, it adds fertility to the ground. See, even it is good in rotten form as well. Then more rain falls in the areas where there are trees and plants. The areas where there are more trees and plants, there is heavy rainfall in that areas. Plants also provide homes for animals and birds. We talk about the shelter and some things we get from trees and plants. Now there is a picture of things that we get. We talked about paper, we talked about furniture, food, water, and then wood as well. Amar says we should only cut down trees if they're diseased or dead. Like that, we should be very, very careful about before cutting a tree. We should grow more trees and plants to keep our environment clean. And in order to keep our environment clean, we should plant more and more trees. Now, open this page number 36. Dash and dash are also natural resources. Plants and trees, excellent. Plants and trees clean the environment, great. Plants and trees provide food for dash and dash for humans and animals, great. Right, four things we get from trees. We have discussed a lot of things that we get from trees. You are supposed to write only the names of four ones, okay? So hurry up, write it. Paper, furniture, food, great, excellent. Okay, now see, there is this interesting question. It says that talk about how you can save trees from being cut down carelessly. For example, paper is made from board. If you don't waste paper, it will help to save trees. See, um, one way of saving trees is that do not waste paper, because papers are made from trees. They are made from wood. If you will save papers, you will not be needing more, and then there would be no need of cutting more trees, right? So this is one way we can save, and you are supposed to search for the other ways through which we can help trees, or we can be careful about trees. Make a poster to tell other students in the school about one of your ideas for saving trees. So this is a very interesting activity that you can done over the weekend. Over the weekend, you are supposed to make a poster through which you will tell other students that how they should be careful about trees, or how we can save the trees in our environment, and how we can save them. Okay, so make a poster. You will get a lot of ideas now, because we have learned already in our computing class that how we can search for something on internet. So search about it. It will help you, or it will revise the searching process as well, right? So search over there different posters, get ideas from there, and then make a poster of your own. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the lecture. We are done with this topic. Inshallah, tomorrow's class you will be having a small weekly assessment. Prepare yourself for that, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Allah Hafiz.